welcome back to the barn.
Oh, he decides to show up. Where are you, Brad? I can't see you.
Yeah, there he is. He had his hand over it or something, covering it up.
No.
Whatever.
Brad's going to start being a Leroy. Just show up after the show starts.
Dude.
Actually.
Oh, what is that?
It's okay, I brought a snack too.
He's going to be snacking too. Oh,
I brought a snack too.
Loaded tacos.
Ew.
Oh.
And it tastes surprisingly like a taco.
Ah.
See, but I only put certain stuff on my tacos.
I'm very some. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say hey to Ping and Janet real quick.
Hey.
Oh, I got to read the comments.
Yeah.
I don't see the comments. And JP's in here too.
Yeah, Janet. Yeah.
Janet.
Oh, Janet. Okay.
Janet.
Well, I don't remember names. I'm lucky I remember the upstate pigger is Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at names.
Yeah, that's the yeah. So is Corey watching yet? Because I want to tell him something.
Have no clue.
Corey,
we have to ask him.
Did I hear Corey's other shows going on hiatus? Is that what I understood?
It is.
Yeah.
So he gets to watch me while he redoes his office tonight.
Is that a permanent vacation or is that just a temporary?
No, I think it's just temporary, especially over the summer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know. We'll see.
So what you been doing, Brad?
Just working, man. What are you doing?
That's about the same. I took a bunch of pictures today. I gotta get the listings up. I did. So I created a variation listing today. Or I finished a variation listing that I've been working on for 2 days. So this is probably the third day, but I didn't do it like all day. I did it like time a little bit here one day and a little bit each day. But it has 298 listings in it.
Are they GPK?
No, they are 2024 Donruss football.
Oh.
Yeah, cards. So I did one listing with 200 and something things. But see, I got it on my card store, and I only have a starter store on there, so you can only put like 250 listings on that store.
Are you sure that one individual listing with multi variations, it doesn't count as more than one listing?
Yes, ma'am, because it actually had 385 cards in it all together. And it only listed it when I listed it, it only come up as one listing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It's like, okay. So I was watching on the other YouTube channel that was showing me that he was talking about people that's starting out, if you can't afford a $20 store, which gives you 10,000 free listings for cards, if you can't afford that, then you can use a starter store and then use the variation listing. So you can have like so many cards there's a certain number that you can have in one listing, variations on one listing. So that's what I did. Finally got it done, got it all priced out, and I finished it today. And I took a bunch of pictures of clothing and got them listed, and I got some more I got to get listed. But other than that, all in all, pretty good, productive day. How was your? Productive. Well, you went yard selling today, Teresa. So tell us about your yard sale day.
Yard sale sucked. Sorry, I'm trying to log in real quick so that I can comment on from here instead of trying to.
While she's logging in, boys and girls, I went to Alabama yesterday and picked up a load of Playmobil. Small load, but a load.
What part of Alabama did you go to?
South of Huntsville. About
did you go see Scott by any chance?
No. He was on the other side of Huntsville than I went.
Oh, okay.
Kinds of beep.
And I got a load I gotta go pick up in Knoxville either this weekend or starting next week, and we're getting close to making the deal on our Virginia trip. And turns out they have other stuff they asked if we would be interested in, like vintage Star Wars from the early 80s and some old Jurassic Park stuff, things like that.
Ooh, you're gonna make like a bulk buy of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
I bet his Star Wars is going to go in his personal collection.
Maybe for a little while. Depends on what it is.
Hey, what
She
happened?
said it. She said it's not like collector grade. It's been played
Oh,
with. She said so.
yeah.
So it'd be perfect for what I do. So
So what happened to your back wall, Brad? You used to have a back wall that had the Miami Dolphins jersey hanging on them with the.
He turned his camera. He
Are
just
you in a
moved his
different
camera over.
area?
you just need to know everything, don't you?
I still don't see your jerseys hanging.
Oh, those were over there.
Oh, yeah,
They're in
okay.
Isaac's room. They're hanging in
You
Isaac's room at the moment.
you rearranged the area, didn't you?
No, I just moved where the computer is.
Oh, okay.
The computer used to sit right here,
Oh, okay.
and
That
then
looks.
for a while it sat over there on that side of the room when I had
See,
my little stand-up desk over there.
yeah.
And then right now it's sitting right here.
So
Next week it might be sitting there.
yeah. There you go. So you just move around occasionally. Is that a clothing picture?
Did you boot him, Chris?
I sure did not. He booted himself. He moved
Oh.
around so much it disconnected his camera. That's exactly
Now
what
I don't want to
happened.
talk till Brad comes back.
Yeah, there he is.
Did you break it, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a second. It ain't breaking. It's just that stupid.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Way to go,
Christmas.
Chris. See, you made him move his camera and now he broke it.
Well, I moved my cameras. I can even show y'all my cameras and they don't break.
Yeah.
I
Isaac-
can carry mine around and show you all because it's
Yeah.
on my
Isaac-
laptop. I can close you. See? Woo.
Isaac was taking some pictures on the flat lay, so yeah, we had it out. So
Yeah. Nice. All right, Teresa.
How was garage sailing? Garage sailing sucked today.
Really?
Yeah, there
Did
was
you-
like there was 15 garage sales and an estate sale. Well, yeah, an estate sale. So we went to the estate sale. What did I buy at the estate sale? Oh, I bought a bracelet. Corey bought a book that he bought for $22 that sells on eBay for 400.
A book?
A book.
Is it made of
It's all
gold?
about their UFO experience. Let me see what it's called. Hold on, I'll tell you.
It's about
It is called.
It's about somebody's UFO experience.
Yep.
Oh.
The book is called.
is it the
Come on.
couple Betty and
No.
no?
UFO from Venus. The true story of Onyx, Venusian ambassador to Earth.
Oh, my cousin.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, it's your cousin, Brad.
It's my cousin. But yeah, we didn't buy hardly anything. I think we bought like 4 things today.
Wow.
I picked up my stuff from the auction house, which filled up my car.
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't. Corey bought 2 different lots of books from somebody. I bought a bracelet. He bought another book. So technically he bought 3 different lots of books. I bought a Wii drum kit for Guitar Hero.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
The drum set?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've only found one of all my years of reselling, which hasn't been since 2018. I've only found one of those drum sets, and it sold really, really good. And it was fun to ship that thing too. I watched.
I like how this one comes apart.
Yes.
In pieces. So I will take it apart in pieces, but the cord that goes from the back of that I think is the plug-in piece, because I think it has to be plugged in. It's just bare wires, but I've seen a lot of them. I can still test it because we have our bench tester here that I can hook the wires up to with 12-volt, whatever, to test it. So I'm not worried about that, but we only paid $5 for it. And I think without the cord and everything, I'm pretty sure I've seen sold comps of 125 and up.
Oh yeah, you can get over $100 for them, easy.
And then the other thing that we got, I think there's 3 different variations of it. It's a charging cord, so kind of like a laptop brick, but it's not for that. I don't even remember what they're for, but they sell for anywhere from 75 to 140 bucks each.
Wow.
And we walked away with 8 of them.
Wow.
Don't ask me what they charge because I don't remember.
You did do pretty good today.
Yeah, but I mean, we did. I can't say we
Yeah,
didn't.
y'all
but
are just you're just used to, like what Corey was telling me this morning. You're used to like filling up the car when you
Yep.
go.
Well, I did. I ended up filling up the car, but that was after I went to the auction house too. So,
Oh, okay.
but
So some
it was.
well, it can't be you got good stuff like that. I
Well,
mean,
okay.
golly.
So we started out the day. So I got to tell you a story. We started out the day awesome. We found those 8 charging things right, and then we saw a sale come through for $424 on a 3D. It's called a looking glass, a 3D image thing. And then the butt had canceled like a half hour later.
Nice.
That
I'm like,
makes your day for real.
seriously?
Right there.
Way to go, butthead.
Oh, I was so mad. But on a positive note, so yesterday we sold 5 boxes of our large, the yellow bottom box, if you can see them, of our cards. They're the jumbo boxes. We sold 5 of those.
Which
Totaling
ones? Which ones
$850.
are those?
Let me see if I can grab a box.
Oh, she's not gonna grab the box behind her.
No, I can't take those down because we got lots of boxes sitting on top of them. They are these.
Sold 19 things on Poshmark this week.
Are you serious?
What?
We don't sell on Poshmark though.
You sold 19 things on Poshmark?
Clothing or
That was just
Playmobil?
That was just one sale though. So
Oh, it was all Playmobil?
You made that sound so.
Wait a minute. You sell Playmobil on Poshmark?
Yeah.
You can
Oh.
sell anything on Poshmark pretty much.
Yeah. So let me tell you.
Ooh.
You're right.
what
I
year were those?
interrupted Teresa's story.
No,
I'm gonna do a little
it's all
chicane.
right. We interrupt each other all the time.
Okay.
I was told that talking over each other makes it exciting anyway.
You were listening to Corey. Shut up. Don't listen to him. Anyways, so we sold 5 of these yesterday for $170 a piece to one guy. The dude has 530,000 reviews. He sold 2.3 million items and has 41,000 followers on eBay.
Nice.
They're all
Right?
sports cards, ain't they?
Yeah, he does. He sells graded sports cards primarily, but they do sell, consign, and they buy. So they do all of it. Like you can consign your slabbed cards with them and everything else. But we were walking around today and we just shipped the 5 boxes this morning. And the 5 boxes were the last 5 I had on my listing. I have a crap ton more of them, but my listing ended. So I went in and renewed my listing with 10 boxes. I got an offer for 10 boxes at $170 a piece.
Holy cow.
But I don't want to ship them yet. I haven't accepted it yet because I want to make sure that he gets his boxes, So I have tomorrow and then Saturday, I think I would have to accept it by then, but I don't know. It's just, So I have not accepted it though.
I'm misunderstanding. What's the about it? Like,
Because
that's
I just sent him
$1,700 with my math.
I know, but I just sent him $850 worth of cards, and I want to make sure they get there okay and there's no issues before I turn around and send him another $1,700 worth of cards.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I had something similar with I had popped in a Goodwill on the way home one day from Huntsville actually, and there was some kind of door handle or deadbolts or something, and I bought there was like a whole pallet of them basically, and I bought them, and I made like a listing for so many of them. I didn't put them all up at once.
Yeah, we don't do that.
And they sold right away. It was some contractor in like New York or something was buying them.
Yeah.
And then
it might have been Mike Mecco meetup.
Yeah.
This guy bought like every one of them, right? And
Yeah.
then it's like, oh well, okay, I guess I'll go ahead and put the other half of them up. And then he immediately bought those like later that night.
Mm-hmm.
But I just went ahead and shipped them all. So I mean, it was like $1,200 or something like that. But
yeah, and I'll probably accept it, but I do want to make sure that, but like I said, he has 530,000 reviews on eBay. That's insane.
He's got a pretty good Sounds like he does it a lot. I think
Well,
I'd be comfortable sending it.
You said he had a YouTube channel too?
No, I don't think he does. He has a website.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep, I totally think I'd be comfortable sending that.
yeah.
Yeah. Would too.
Yeah,
Now, if it was a new account,
Oh yeah, I know. And I sent him signature required for $850. I sent it signature required. But can I tell you about my resolution?
resolution.
So remember
New Year's resolution.
last week we talked. I don't know. I think I talked about it. How I sent the wrong packages to the wrong two people.
Yes.
I got the one package back the other day and I refunded them. And he said, he's like, oh, I don't know how to change my review, but I give you 5 stars. Like, your message doesn't mean crap to me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can send that to eBay and say, hey, look, he wanted it changed, and just have them remove the negative.
You can. I had one that sent a review, and then I messaged them like
Hey,
they sent a negative or something, but they were mistaken. They didn't think that it was something about a Barbie doll, and they didn't think that something was right or something. So I showed them, no, this is actually correct on the thing. And she's like, oh, she says, in all my years doing Barbie, I stand corrected. I made a mistake. And she was going to change her feedback, but I sent that to eBay in the meantime. And before she could change it, they changed it. So
yeah, see, and I sent a refund, and they sent me back a message saying, thank you for the return, even though I should have said refund. I understand and greatly appreciate it, and I don't know how to delete or remove the negative comments, but I send a 5-star with 5 stars rating on the quote and quote return refund on the item. I don't think that, but I think I'm going to reach out to to eBay and say, hey, can you remove this? But I did hear back from the person that I sent the more expensive thing to, and she was just going to return to sender, but her husband picked it up before she could tell him, and then he opened it. So she sent it back to me and paid to ship it back to me.
oh wow.
And I gotta send hers out tomorrow now that I see USPS has nicely put it in their system that it's on its way back to me.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Leroy.
Boy.
No camera today.
Why?
The faceless one.
I'm laying down. I don't feel well.
No.
What's wrong with you?
I got a bellyache.
You know what Corey says about belly aches, right?
No.
You got to eat the worst thing you could possibly eat to punish your stomach to make it feel better.
Oh.
That don't even sound right.
He does. I am 100% serious. When his stomach hurts, he will eat the worst thing he could possibly eat, and then he feels better.
So I can go to the kitchen and drink pickle juice?
John said he needs to poop.
Leroy, do you need to poop?
I just did.
So hey Todd, hey John, see if is this the channel that pick on Chris channel? No, hopefully we won't pick on Chris today. But I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen.
Well,
Chris, what have you done dumb this week?
Depends on what you say, Chris.
Yeah, it's probably. What did I have done this week?
What have you done this week?
Nothing.
Right.
Do I need to call Tammy?
What did you do right this week?
Yeah, call Tammy and ask her. I ain't done anything dumb this week. That's
Wow.
I put it on the wrong side. That was me, Wolfman. Chris didn't care enough to comment.
Chad is there. Hello, Chad. I didn't see him come in.
I'm gonna correct it.
I thought that was
seriously can't tell me that you didn't do nothing wrong this week.
well. I mean, if Tammy was here, she probably could tell you 4 or 5 things, but I don't recall them.
Typical guy thing. I don't remember what I did wrong.
Have you
I don't
planned
think
your
I
next
did anything
vacation?
wrong. What, Leroy?
Have you planned your next vacation?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We're leaving.
Is it a vacation or just a family trip?
This is a family trip. This is the kids are taking us to the beach trip. So we're
That
leaving
is a vacation, just so you know.
On the, what are you doing? Oh, Scott's
On the
picking on
1st
me.
of June.
Look, we got a friend. I got a friend named Bearded Picker, and every time we're on the show, I don't know if he's not. I don't know if he's watching or if he's just don't remember I have a show. But he's always like right around this time. He's always like, "Are you busy or what are you
That
doing?"
sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Would you like me to tell you my story about that?
About what? Are you busy?
Every Monday, every single
Every
Monday,
yeah.
we are getting out here, getting ready to record and ship our stuff. And lo and behold, Chris messages Corey, "Hey, you got time to chat?"
Death, taxes, and Buck Mountain.
It's Monday, Chris. We can't do that.
I texted him this morning. I says, "Hey, are you busy?" I'm gonna start. Look, every Monday I'm gonna start message y'all and just say, "Hey, this is my Monday morning hello to aggravate everyone, knowing you're busy to interrupt your busy day. That's it. Hello, this is my Monday morning interrupting your busy day chat. Text.
What are you doing, Brad?
I'm waiting for the team. Oh, and when I was talking, I missed it. Yeah, there it is.
Hello, Scott. How are you been? We're just sitting here talking, doing nothing.
We're talking crap about you.
Yeah, Leroy
Chris
said
was. Chris was talking crap about you.
Yeah. Nah, Chris wasn't talking crap about Scott. Chris wouldn't do that. Hey, Scott, I will tell you this. Look, Brad was in your area today or yesterday, and didn't even say hi to you. Get on to him.
Scott, explain to him that Huntsville's not a small place. And when you're on the east side of Huntsville, the northwest side of Huntsville is quite a ways away.
It's far. I've never been there, but it sounds like it's far.
It's not like I was 5 miles away or 5 minutes away.
See, it didn't matter, Chris, because he wasn't home anyway.
Well, Brad wasn't home either. They was, out and around, gallivanting around too. Let's see. Todd says he talks bad about Scott on Wednesdays, showtime on my show. Oh, okay. We can't do it on his because he gets talked bad about on Wednesdays.
Part of the area I drove through had been hit by a tornado.
Oh, Leroy's back.
Oh, really?
Not before. Yeah. All that tornado and going on.
Yeah. How'd that go for you?
Nothing. I just kept working. But
how close was that I called and told you about to you?
I don't know. I was up there. I don't worry about those things, man. I mean,
like I said, those of us born and raised in South Dakota, you don't head for the basement. Excuse me. You go out on the porch and watch for it to come. When it gets close, then you go to the basement.
Well,
yeah, we went and opened the front door and looked.
That's the thing. Here, Teresa, we don't have miles and miles that we can see something coming.
I can't see miles and miles either. I have trees around my house.
Where was I going to go if it even came? It's not like I could go anywhere.
You better bring me back on.
You're on.
I keep knocking. Oh my gosh! I'm just
Put
having
the phone down, Leroy. Quit touching it.
Who is John?
Hey.
So, Brad,
would that happen to be? I don't know. When
What's
the
that,
trees
Leroy?
start falling, we go inside. See, I like Jordan's answer. When the trees start falling, that's when we go inside.
Yeah, that's a good time to go inside too. Yeah.
What happened?
And that's like 300 yards from my house.
Right.
Go ahead, Leroy. You got the floor, Leroy. What you trying to say?
What happened the other night? In your area?
Nothing much. I mean, there was some down limbs and stuff, but
Okay.
I drove to Alabama the next day, and there was which was yesterday, and we drove through a zone that was hit pretty good. Looked like blue. Yeah. So I saw the end blown in on a barn and lots of trees down, blah blah blah, and they were cutting them and clearing them and blah blah blah. But the rich neighborhood I went to pick the Playmobil up was fine. Tornadoes in rich neighborhoods.
They all have brick houses, don't they?
How was the pick?
It was good. It's good. We've already sold several things out of it, I think, actually.
I wish Corey would comment so I know he's listening because I got something to tell
I
him.
don't know what he's doing. Hey, Brad, by the way, remember my Playmobil dragon thing that I showed you?
The one you sold?
Yeah, for $30.
Yeah.
I forgot I told you about
$30.
that, but yeah. It was a newer version, not an older version.
Yeah.
So that's
The
like
stuff
a really hot topic then, huh?
The stuff we picked up
Playmobil?
was newer.
What?
What's your hot topic?
No, that hot category maybe. Maybe it's a hot category.
Hot Topic's that place where you can buy the t-shirts and the racy stuff.
No, it's about Playmobil being hot. You know, it must be like a hot category or something.
DM Ephemera said they came back because we were more entertaining than John was. Flipping
Man, I don't know. Like somebody was selling. We bought some Playmobil from somebody who was selling it, getting rid of all of their Playmobil because they just couldn't sell it. So
Really?
Really?
Did you?
I'm not very
contact
good at
them
it
and
either,
try and
though.
get it?
So
do what, Chris?
Did you contact them to try and get it?
Already got it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I can't tell you anything about Playmobil.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah, man.
Todd.
What's the? I mean, you don't have to answer this. But like, what's the average price that you have to spend? Is there an average? Is there like between 100 and 200, or is there an average?
For most people usually have in the neighborhood of like $100 to $150 worth, and that's we can flip quite a bit out of that. The one that we're looking at up in Virginia is like 800 to 1,000, I think. So it's a lot, though. It's a lot.
And you can make money off of that by there.
Yeah, we'll make a ton off of that.
No.
I think most. Sorry, go ahead. What?
Are you in any Playmobil groups like on Facebook?
A few, but I don't really like look at them or anything. Most people there are collectors, and so it's like a different thing.
So you find your stuff only on Facebook?
I look on Marketplace. I look on Craigslist.
Do you ever actually go on like eBay and buy bundles of stuff that people list on eBay and then have it shipped to you to resell it?
Yep.
How-
The stuff I'm talking about that they were getting out of it because they couldn't sell it was actually on eBay. So
I did that today too.
Have you noticed, Brad? Have you noticed any on Whatnot? People selling them on Whatnot?
there's a little bit there, but like without being in everybody's show, there's I don't know, every now and then there's a show that pops up and there's people who have like a few pieces pre-listed in shows and stuff, but like I don't think anybody's doing like whole Playmobil shows.
I would keep an eye out on the storage unit finds because them guys they go in there and you could get some really good stuff at $1.
But on those storage unit finds, you have to dedicate time to it because they're not preloading stuff.
No. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Let's pull this out, and not everybody. That's my thing with Whatnot, and I don't. That's my thing with any of the live auction selling. If you're doing random pulls, that's hard. Like I want to be able to see what you're selling because I don't have time to sit there and wait.
Look at that, Brad.
Yeah, so that's a medical diagnosis, John. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the stuff we do with it, a lot of people just aren't willing to do. You know, I'll give you an example. Like the lady that we're buying unless it falls through, the lady that we're buying the Playmobil in Virginia from, she's got like a whole bunch of it, but like people are contacting her. She wants to just get rid of the whole kit and caboodle. And people are contacting her and wanting to buy like sets and stuff. And so she would have to like put them together, and she's just not wanting to do that. So
Brad Relic says you have a Playmobil OnlyFans account.
I do.
Dude, have you seen those, like some of those YouTube channels that have the little Lego figures and they actually reenact everything while they're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some Instagram channels that do that with Playmobil and Lego and stuff like that. So I've thought about doing one just for fun, but I'm not that into it. So
There's a kid that does it on YouTube. Jessica Resell to Ride told me about him. It's called Sticky Bricks. So
Oh, no.
STICKY and then BRICK. And he does that whole, like, I think it's a kid that does it. He does all the little animation stuff with
Does
it.
he do it like stop motion style or?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've watched it. I learned about it a year and a half ago when we went to Plains to Profit last year. And so she was telling me about him. But yeah, I went and watched it, and I watched it for a little bit, but that's not my kind of content. So
I have a reselling question.
Oh, no.
Don't you?
Chad brought up this. He says, talking about like J-Rod, you buy Playmobil, like he buys cameras and remote control. So I have a question about
Cameras and remote controls are stupid.
yeah. So check this out. So I've been watching a couple of his videos lately. Oh, hey Brandon, 540 Flips is in the chat.
So
Been a while.
540.
Good to see you. So I've been watching his channel, and he sells glasses, sunglasses, and eyeglasses. So how do you when you sell the eyeglasses, do you just list them as frames, or how do you do that?
A lot of them do. They just list the frames that are out there because technically, I mean, they're prescription lenses, but you can, and a lot of people will take, depending on the frames, they'll take the lenses out. But a lot of people just list it as frames only, and then you're responsible for getting rid of the lenses once you get them.
Oh, so you don't even take the lens. You don't announce or list the lens because you don't know the prescription. You're just listing for the frame. Okay. Because he was talking about, he was showing his shelves, and he's got like boxes upon boxes upon boxes, and I was just like, holy cow! He said he's got thousands of them. He averages selling 5 to 15 a day. And I'm just like, holy cow, man! Huh?
Leave it alone.
Leave what alone?
Don't go get glasses, please.
I'm not, man. I'm just asking a question. If I want to go sell the eyeglasses, I'll sell the eyeglasses, Leroy.
I have some vintage ones that came in a lot that we got.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried to list them. So
I list everything, Leroy. Got clothing. I got clothing out my ears back here, man. I mean, I'm just not. I'm just, I'm not selling into one thing. I'm still looking for profit in other categories, But when you're selling eyeglasses for $30 and up, I mean, that's a price range I want to be in,
But he has the history of it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? I mean, he can show that he's sold a lot of glasses.
Yeah, when you got thousands of them things in your store,
I think it's something to just add it to the arsenal, the repertoire, and
and maybe dabble. I don't think I would go dive in head first. You could dabble in it.
If I see a pair of Versace frames laying around.
Wait, Versace is in FUR. Versace.
However you say.
Versace.
I got a Versace.
Versace.
Either a Coach or an Oakley frames or something laying around. Sunglasses, I'm not going to pass them up. I mean, I'll pick them up.
Yeah, Chris, no, I mean, I'll pick up Oakleys too if they're there. I'll pick up. Yeah. I did pass on a pair of Coach sunglasses because the sell-through rate just wasn't there for them.
For Coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Coach. I don't know what's going on with Coach, but it's the same thing with handbags and stuff. The sell-through rate's not there like it used to be for that stuff.
It's not. And I have three or four Coach purses that I need to get listed.
What, Leroy?
I have pictures of them.
What's you guys coolest finds of the week?
I got one.
Teresa got one.
Ladies first.
I got one. So I went on a Facebook Marketplace pickup today for a stenographer little thingy, the little thing that the stenographers use in court to like tap out the conversations. I picked one of those up today.
Oh wow.
for $140 and it sells for $525. 2 sold, 1 listed. Big girl panties are hot now.
Oh my god.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to know, did Scott give any of those panties away at the Tennessee meetup, Nashville meetup? I thought that was funny. Leroy, I
Brad.
haven't found anything this week. I haven't went sourcing this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Tanya picked this thing up. I was going to try to find it. Let's see. Just a moment. I found a Hot Wheels track in my death pile that sold for $50, but
Good job.
there's this thing. Let's see. Well, dang it.
Oh well, if you go on that route with a death pile, I found a Post Malone sweater that I forgot I had in my clothing bin today while I was listing
much
my
they were?
clothing. I don't know yet.
Let me see. I don't know if I can.
Oh, Corey's here. I got
Corey!
real
Corey,
quick.
I love that. He's my best friend.
What is that?
It's Jack.
That looks like Jack
It's Jack
Skellington.
Skellington. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington Kyoto.
All right,
It's like all Japanese writing or something.
cool.
Is
That
it like
was-
a figure?
Revel Tech figure.
Gotcha. Cool.
So Corey, I'm gonna tell you
$60
now,
bucks. $60.
now that I know Corey's here, I can tell you. I will
Run,
say
Corey,
this.
run.
I'm gonna throw Teresa under the bus, Corey, because she told me not to say this. But I'm gonna
I don't even know
tell
what you're
you
talking
anyway.
about.
Look, Corey, you are an absolute genius. An absolute genius.
Why would I tell you not to say Corey's a genius?
Look, before we come live, Corey, she says, "No,
There's
don't be telling him that."
No
Why?
proof it didn't happen. No proof it didn't happen.
Look, yeah, look, but Corey, you're a genius, man. I've been using Chat GPT all day on that stuff we talked about this morning.
Chris has been asking ChatGPT how to get a life.
Yeah, out of your life. Yeah, yeah. What was you saying, Leroy? I can't tell if you're talking. Oh, you're muted. Never mind. All right. But anyway, Brad.
I'm unmute. Can we finish the conversation, Chris? Or are you gonna cut us off again? I mean, goodness gracious.
I'll cut anybody.
Okay,
off
Leroy.
anytime.
What's the best thing you found this week, Leroy?
I'm waiting to hear the rest of Brad's story, but he rudely interrupted.
Yeah, so rudely.
I was told talking over each other today was good for the channel. So
Is that what Corey told you too? Because if so, he's full of shit.
I don't think you do it on purpose, Chris.
I don't do it on purpose, but every time Leroy brings it up, I'm just going to remind him that I've been told it was good for the channel.
No, it's just a Jack Skellington Rebel Tech figure. I don't even know what it is. I've never seen it
See,
before.
that goes to show that
But
he wasn't.
Tanya found it and sold it for $60. We sold it
See,
for $60.
you done repeated that twice.
Same
That
day.
goes to
Hold on.
show he wasn't
Same day.
listening to
Same
you.
day
Hold on.
that we listed it, sold it.
Go ahead,
Brad,
Teresa.
mute him. Mute him.
Please.
Anyway, so
Look, Brad, that just means Leroy wasn't paying attention to you because you just did that twice.
hold on. Brad,
Yeah.
what day did she find it and what day did it sell this week?
Well, I'll have to go back and look now. Let's see.
I'm just curious
No.
how long it was for a flip.
I know she found it on Saturday, and let me see if she actually listed it. It sold on the 17th. What day was that? It listed the same day she sold it. So yeah, she found it on Saturday and listed it on Saturday, and it sold
And
on
it sold
Saturday.
on Saturday. That was
Yeah.
a cool flip.
Yeah, that's cool. So I went to my flea market, and there's a lot of pickers there, and it's okay because I know I'm good with what I like, and my place is loaded with it. I got 10 rolls. I got 10 rolls of vintage chair vinyl webbing. Do you know what I'm talking about, Brad? the webbing on the old chairs that would do crisscross.
Oh yes, yeah.
On the seat?
Yeah, the stuff that usually dry rots out now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I got 10 600-foot rolls.
Wow.
Nice score.
Yeah,
Good.
I think it is. And then my buddy gave me. I helped him for the last 2 days. We went and did a clean out, and he gave me about 4 totes of cast iron fence toppers.
Nice.
Oh, I like
I-
those. I like cast iron stuff.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff, like the cast iron toppers and the balls and the. I even have the. Teresa, if you get a handrail and it has that swirly swirl, it looks like a lollipop. I got
Yep.
two. I got 2 ends.
Oh, really?
I haven't looked them up yet.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was cool.
And say we had to tell the one lady today. We went to. There's a lady that we know that lives in the town we source in. We bought a whole ton of books from her about a year ago that Corey has been selling slowly but surely on Amazon. And we ran into her today. She told us she was having a garage sale, so we went and checked it out. Corey bought some more books from her. But at the flea market when we went, we bought a cast iron candle pagoda that can either hang or sit on your table. And we bought it from her for $50. So I had to show her today that we turned around and sold it for 125 on eBay. So it was
What
pretty
is
cool.
that?
She was
A
a
pagoda?
pagoda. Yeah, like
Okay.
it's like an Asian like building. Let me see if I
Okay.
can find what it was, and I'll show you. You guys can keep
search up.
talking while I look.
I can search up pagoda. Oh, also I saw those clubs I listed during reseller therapy the other day that they sold. Those ladies Callaway clubs.
Yeah.
Those sold today. Sold this morning.
Was we gonna do the auction thing tonight or next week?
No, I was going to do it on reseller therapy maybe next week or the week after.
Well,
Okay,
I
ready?
can't-
Sure.
That thing
Oh, that's pretty cool.
it has a door on it, so you can open it and put a candle in it, or light of some type.
Cool.
But yeah, but it was
Corey
super
says it's
heavy.
a
I'm pretty
cast
sure it
iron
weighed
fairy
like
light.
10 pounds.
He says it's a fairy light.
Yep, it's like a cast iron fairy light. That's a good explanation for it.
A fairy light. Okay, cool.
So if we're doing the thing next week, I won't be here when it ends.
No,
Yeah,
really? You're gonna
I'd
be
have
on
to do mine.
vacation?
I'd have to do mine this week.
Are you gonna be on vacation?
Chris, if we wait,
I will not be at home.
If we wait till you're here to either start it or end it, we're never going to do it. So
Okay. Well, I was just saying I wanted to be part of the fun too.
well, then you got to show up to work, Chris.
Oh, okay. Well, how about if I start mine this week and then next week it'll end by Thursday night, and then I can tell y'all what
Well,
mine would
So
that
remember
work?
Corey was talking about listing that one thing, that lot of cell phones
Yeah.
that he was supposed to list on reseller therapy. So it would end on reseller therapy day next week.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he forgot to hit list and he just had it drafted. So he hit list
Oh.
today. So it will end before we come on for, I think it should end before we come on for this next week. So,
But you can't do it like that. That's not right.
well, he was supposed to do it on Tuesday. I can't control him.
So
Are you serious?
he should have had to wait until
Wait a minute.
next Tuesday.
So when did he do it?
Today?
Oh, I'm gonna do mine today.
Tell him to end it now.
I don't know. I don't know if I got any
Wait,
bids on it yet.
Hey, another thing. Are we supposed to be doing it on the dollarauction.com or are we doing it
No,
on
he did
eBay?
his on eBay.
No,
Okay.
we'll just do it. Hey, Teresa, we'll just do it this Tuesday. That's all.
Well, I don't know if I have anything to auction.
Right?
Just find something, girl.
Auctions don't do good for us.
Hey, Jordan, I have one. It's called Adventures with Chris.
How about the other 17 you have?
He's got eating with Chris, sleeping
No.
with Chris,
We don't have
riding
that.
with
We
Chris,
don't want to know about the sleeping with Chris.
fishing with Chris, traveling with Chris, going to the mailbox with Chris. I mean, there's
Mowing the yard with Chris.
in the yard with Chris.
Listing 300 baseball cards in 20 minutes because I have a scanner with Chris.
You know,
No, I was just taking pictures, Leroy. It took me
you
a
went
couple.
through those. You went through those mishaps where you were hurting yourself there for a while. You could have a fails with Chris. Those fails
What?
are huge. Those
What are
fails
you
channels
What do
are
they got?
huge.
No, it should be the Darwin Awards with Chris.
Oh, well, yeah, but he might not come back from that. Like
How about
Darwin Award. Darwin
picking
Award.
How about picking on Chris with Chris?
Yeah.
That might work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already have that. We have that now. I mean, we're on that channel now.
Chris, we have been so mild with you tonight. It could be worse.
Check that one out.
Please do not do that. Please do not do that.
Hold on. Sharon,
Corey.
Sharon,
Sitting and grinning.
Sharon said praying with Chris.
Praying with Chris.
Yeah, we got that one too. It's called Bible Reading Ministries. We got one. We got that also.
No.
Yep. We on top of it. We got all kinds of things going on over here.
Chris is putting out all of his irons in the YouTube fires to see which one lights up.
Yeah.
And whichever one hits, he'll see the rest of y'all later.
Well, this is the only one that's hitting.
That's me and Teresa. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
so
just
did you
amazed.
see, Brad? We got to know when you're going to come over and do a dollar auction. Because Shane, Soda City Flips, came over yesterday and did a dollar auction. Do you know how much his jacket went for?
How much?
$50.
Nice.
What kind of jacket was
It's
it?
like a $300 jacket, right?
It was a brand new with tags, Michael Kors red, like pea coat.
Really?
Yep, $50.
Um,
50 bucks.
Ah.
You know, honestly, I thought about this is like a confession. I almost like yesterday afternoon, I thought I should grab some stuff and just put together an auction real quick and jump on like somewhere after everybody, and I just didn't. So
I will tell you. So here's my 2 cents on the whole auction thing. And I can just based off of our experiences on the dollar auction, random pulls do not necessarily do very good.
yeah, I was gonna pre-list everything.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say because random pulls for some reason, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the dollar auction or what. But when you pre-list stuff, I mean, you get people in there pre-bidding on stuff. So we always pre-list everything.
When you run your auctions, do you do them in order of how you've listed
I
them?
try to.
Okay.
I try to, or I'll run them in order or whatever. Typically, whatever order Corey gives me, because we don't have them sitting right here in front of us. And
Yeah.
I'll be running the show, and we'll have them back behind our setup right here.
You do know
So he'll just bring me stuff.
if you number them in your pre-list, like
No,
they
I
show
know.
up in that order in the. Okay.
I know, but
Okay.
it's because Corey does all of our pre-listed photos.
Mhm.
He just sticks them on a shelf back there, not in any order.
Okay.
And so he brings them out to me and I run them. And, I will admit it from whatever, if we have some pre-listed stuff and we have ones that have good bids on them, we might run that later in the show. Like Shane did with his jacket. Only he ran it later in the show, but he didn't have any pre-bids on it because he didn't pre-list it. But yeah, pre-listed items seem to do way better on the dollar auction.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, this is just me personally. Like, I don't really like just jumping into random. I jump into random shows at times just because I'm like sitting on the couch working on something else and I see one pop up and I might jump in and look at it. But personally, I like knowing what I'm going to bid on. And
Yep.
So,
100%. That's why I struggle. I have watched YouTubes and I have bought, or not YouTubes. I have watched Whatnots and I have bought stuff off of, like random pull Whatnot shows, and I've made money off of them. But I don't. It's not entertaining to sit there and listen to somebody dig through a box. And I know whatever his name is going to yell at me again and said it's not all about me.
yeah.
Scott, I think was who said that earlier.
Well, like I think you have to have a very specific kind of delivery and personality to be able to do that. Like I'll give Dave his props because he's so frantic and frenetic and quick about everything. Like he can do random pulls and it's actually pretty entertaining. But
Yeah.
most
See, and it
people
depends on the person, like 100%. Like, and I think for me, I still have that cheap mindset.
yeah.
So when I go into some of these shows, like I've been into like jewelry shows and stuff like that on Whatnot. Is he? But who
He's
was
going-
that? Was that
He's
you?
going. That was me again. Yeah. He's going to do his Pickin with Chris channel.
When I go into the Whatnot shows and I'm watching them do the random pulls, I'm like, and they're doing random jewelry pulls or whatever, and they're like, we're gonna start this at $15. I'm like, yep, I'm out. Even though it probably could be worth $30, but
I just sold this trumpet case.
ooh, what'd you sell it for?
It looks like it's sold on an offer for $50.
Ooh, I need to watch for those.
I think I paid $5 or $6. I do good with trumpet cases.
Is
This
it
one
just trumpet
actually-
cases? Have you ever gotten like flute cases and?
Well, everything I've ever found is trumpet cases for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, but this one was actually I think it was actually a band teacher because he sent measurements. He was actually looking for one for a student. So
Rad Relics. Imagine if the trumpet was in it. Yeah, no crap.
oh yeah, if the trumpet was in it, would have been better. But I prefer the trumpet not to be in it. It's much easier just to. It's a lot more simple.
Wouldn't that have been funny if he locked himself out?
It would be. Hey, did you take your GoPro when you did your pooping with Chris just then?
No.
Corey says you did like him and watered the grass.
Yeah.
That's what Corey
Chris-
does. It drives me
Everyone
nuts.
Sprinkler.
Oh
Chris
my
out there
God.
trying to write his name.
Oh my God. Oh, we're not even going there because yeah, no,
Yeah,
Nope.
you guys, man.
nope.
Y'all take things to another level sometimes.
That's
why
what
Leroy
happened.
leave?
Chris, if you knew what I was
He was
editing,
tired of you talking over top of him, Chris.
Well, I'm sorry. He's known me over for 2 years now. He knows how I am.
He said, "How rude," and then he was out.
rude.
Well,
How
bye.
rude.
Come back next week.
Chris,
You
Chris,
won't be here.
Yeah, I won't be.
Ooh, it's a Brad, Teresa, and Leroy day.
all
No,
right.
I'll be here next Thursday. It's the week
Man.
after. It's the week after I won't be around.
The inmates are running the asylum next week. I love it.
Yeah, no, not next week. In 2
Not
weeks.
next week. The first week of June.
Yes, the first week
Goodness.
of June.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
drop in and say hi.
No.
Nope, that's
No.
not allowed.
That is allowed. It's my
If
channel.
you're going to go on vacation, you got to take a freaking vacation.
Doesn't Brad have to let you in if he starts it?
Depends on if he logs in or not. If he's doing it on his cell phone, we can just boot him out time and time again. Like we did the other
Yeah,
time.
I'm on my cell phone.
See?
Yeah, you just boot me out
Second
whenever.
thought, Chris, try to come in.
Yeah,
that's
try
what
it, Chris.
happened-
See
that's
what
what happened.
happens. Try it.
I might just drop by in the chat or something. You never know.
There you go. You can come in the chat. You just can't come into the video.
Hey, Glenn,
Brad's
how's
not
it
going to
going?
let you in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'll be all right. Anyway, so I'm really impressed with Chat GPT.
Chad.
ChatGPT booted me out the other day, so I'm not impressed with ChatGPT.
See, John Rad Relics was talking about it in the chat. I've been keeping up with it a little bit. You know, he's talking about the AI is going to change reselling, and it's going to be, you know, what's funny?
Nothing.
Oh,
You're just not included in a conversation.
I was included in the conversation.
Carry on.
Carry on.
He said hello to me first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think it's going to be pretty interesting what AI does. You know, Elon Musk is already building robots. So I told my wife yesterday, I said, you know, because we saw that on TV, and I says, you know, my grandson is going to live in the robot age.
I don't think so. I don't
You
think
don't
so.
think so?
I don't think it'll get to that point.
Have you not seen the robots, Teresa?
Well, they can, but I mean, some people may have them, but you realize that not everybody got Elon Musk money, and
Yeah,
they ain't
true.
gonna make them affordable for everybody for a long
actually,
time.
that's what he's saying, because he's making them, and that's what he's saying. He's saying he's going to make them to where everyone in the household can afford. Every household in America
want
can
one.
afford one.
Hey, Chris,
And
go watch it. Go watch every episode of Black Mirror, and you'll be caught up on where we're going to be.
I watched that show.
Well, I just had to watch Terminator, and I know exactly what's going to happen. You know, I mean,
Really?
Terminator told us all, you know, back in the 80s. But I mean, he was
You need to
saying,
watch Black Mirror. Black Mirror is fun.
oh, Black Mirror. He said that the way that they're doing them is that they can watch YouTube, because YouTube tells you how to build everything and how to teach you how to do everything. And if you need to learn something, you watch YouTube, and there's a video there. And he said they program them to watch YouTube to learn how to do everyday stuff that we would do. So it's almost like, hey,
but here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. You're gonna have them watch how everybody else does it, but I don't fold my towels like everybody else. So they're gonna fold my towels, and it's gonna piss me off because they don't fold them like I like them, and then I'm gonna kick them out the door.
Also, I watch people learn how to do things that I know how to do, and they're not doing them right half the time.
So
they're going to be doing a crappy job.
Somebody talked about in the chat that they already have a car that drives them places.
Yeah.
So I have to make a comment. It's not the first time I've seen him at East, Teresa. It's not the first time I've seen it, but today we saw a Cybertruck. Those are the butt ugliest things you could ever find.
Spaceship. I want one of them so bad.
But hold on though. So we were chatting, Corey and I were chatting about it, and I'm like, so it's considered a pickup, right? It is a Cybertruck. It is a truck.
Yeah.
But did you know that Corey told me this, so I'm just using his knowledge, that they don't get very far pulling a trailer. They did a comparison between the Cybertruck and a diesel truck, and the Cybertruck made it 25 miles before it gave up pulling a trailer. What a waste.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I need to know about
I think electric cars have still got a long ways to go, because electric car, what?
I was just saying, people talking about AI and robots taking over eBay and online listing. I got a Tanya. She does all my work.
I got a Teresa.
Corey's got a Teresa that does all his work.
Teresa.
I got a Tanya does all my work.
I don't.
Chris don't have a Tammy, because Tammy ain't doing it for him.
I'm gonna have to get me a robot.
And Leroy has a Sharon, but Sharon ain't doing it for Leroy.
Right.
Nope.
But yeah, as far as the cars go, the electric cars, I wouldn't mind having one. But the problem I have with them is you can only drive it. From my understanding, you can only drive it for 8 hours before you have to recharge it. So if you gotta drive. So if I gotta go from here to South Dakota, which is 16 plus hours, that means it's going to take me 2 days to get there, because you got to drive it 8 hours, then let it charge for 8 hours, but you can drive it another 8 hours.
I did ask Google, what is the distance that a Cybertruck can make it on one charge? Right. It is, I think it said 350 to 375 miles on one charge. Yeah. But if you think about it, like who wants to go on vacation and drive 300 miles and then have to stop to charge their vehicle?
Yeah,
yes, Chris, we know you want to go on vacation.
Yeah,
every week. Jiminy Christmas.
We drive about that many miles to the beach. You know?
I have a Honda hybrid. I have a Honda Accord hybrid. So my backup battery that it uses charges when I step on my brake,
right?
Or when it's in a certain thing on my speedometer thingy. But I am currently getting 42 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Wait a minute, say that again.
I am currently, my current tank of gas that I have, I'm getting 42 miles per gallon.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
My van is very good too. I get 10 miles per gallon.
But Corey's truck gets 15 when he drives it, but it gets 19 when I drive it.
So do you
He
drive? Do you drive like respectfully and stuff?
Not if you ask Corey. Corey thinks I try to kill him every time he gets in a car with me.
Hey, let me tell you something. This ain't no lie and this ain't no joke. I'm not playing when I say this. Leroy is probably the safest driver I've ever rode with my entire
You
life.
hear that,
And that's no
John?
joke. I'm not picking on Leroy or nothing. I'm being dead serious.
What did you say? Sorry, I had a message, so I was reading it. What did
Leroy
you say
is
about
he's the safest driver I've ever rode in my entire
Leroy? Do you
life.
drive like an old grandpa?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can walk faster than he can drive.
Corey, I drive like insurance is free.
That's true. I'm not going to lie about that. I mean, the reason he's so safe is he drives really, really slow. I mean, I honestly, I could probably run faster.
No. Let me defend myself.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's no defending. If you drive carefully, that's a good thing.
But I don't drive under the speed limit. I drive the speed limit. Okay. But the problem is where I live, like when I went with Chris one time, when you're driving through these back roads, especially on Saturday mornings, those local cops, they are in anybody's driveway, any corner, and if you're going 6 miles over the speed limit, they're gonna nail you. And the speed limit changes from 45 to 35 without notice.
Well, that's it. Then your town or wherever it is just messed up because ours gives you notice before you go from 45 to 35.
No, not around here. It's 45, and then next thing you know, it's 35.
They have said though they did a study or whatever with the highway department or not the highway department, the highway patrol here in South Dakota, and the speed limit on our interstate is currently 80 miles an hour.
What?
80 miles an hour.
Wow.
But they always catch people seriously going like 100 or 105 miles an hour down that interstate. It's so weird.
I don't know if all right. Now to defend myself again. I don't know if I can physically drive 100 miles an hour.
I can tell you Corey has.
On the freeway, I 75 is my limit on the freeway. That's it.
I was going 80. I was going 80 today, and I got nervous.
If I'm on the interstate, I want to go a little faster than traffic's going when I'm doing it. But if I'm using the cruise control, I like to be like just a few mile an hour less than everybody else. Because if not, you're constantly having to change lanes and slow down for people and stuff like that.
How is Isaac's driving?
He's good. He's safe. He's safe. He don't have too much of a lead foot.
Golly, y'all got speed limits of 85 and 80. I think the highest here is 70.
We do about 85 here.
I was gonna say we only have the only road that is 80 is our two interstates that go coast or state border to state border. That's it.
Now,
the rest of our roads are
out there?
Between 55 and 65 on highways.
Then you got a lot of traffic out there?
No, we live out in the sticks.
Okay, yeah, see, okay. So we got a lot of traffic around
Do
here.
you have armadillos?
No, I don't have armadillos.
Man, we do. We're running over them all the time.
You guys probably have scorpions and crap too.
No, we don't. No.
Yeah, there's
Brad does.
No,
I want nothing to do with that. Like, no.
Do you have wild pigs?
We do not have wild pigs.
We do.
I don't.
I have
rattlesnakes.
How about you, Brad?
Yeah, you don't see them very often, but there are a few, and just like bears, they don't see them very often. But too cold. We have a lot of armadillos, copperheads.
Corey says it's too cold up here for the dillas, and all I can think of is dillas. That's what my granddaughter calls quesadillas. Is dillas.
Oh. What about coyotes? Y'all got coyotes up there?
Dude, we got a ton of coyotes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coyotes? Yes, we have coyotes.
Yeah, we surrounded.
I can
them.
hear them outside my house sometimes.
Yeah, we surrounded.
Sasquatch. You got Sasquatch over there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah.
Hey,
Really?
we got Yetis in South Carolina.
Yeah, we got Yeti. Yeah, we got Yetis all over the place.
We have Stanley's here.
Oh, Stanley.
Brandon went from driving a Charger to a Jeep Cherokee. I can tell you though, my car gets up and goes.
I bet there's a big difference in speed. That's a huge difference in speed.
Teresa, what was your first car?
What was my first car?
Mm-hmm.
It was a 1982 Lincoln Town Car
Well,
in 1996.
Leroy, what was yours?
1996 Ford Sable wagon.
Brad?
A Thunderbird, and I don't even know what year it was.
Wow,
So-
you got a fancy car.
Mine.
It was an older one. It was like a big bomb thing, you know.
So like most poor kids, not poor. So like most parents back in the 80s, you know, they raised their kids right and didn't give them everything they asked for. They made them earn it. I was given a car. It was a pass me
Really?
down.
You're going to insult the whole generation. I get you.
What?
You're going to insult the whole generation.
I am, because these kids, man, they just got mom and
I
daddy.
have to
They
pay-
don't know
I
nothing
have to
about
pay
working.
for
Mine did not. I will tell you, don't put everybody in that category because
I'm
mine
not
did
putting
not.
everybody in that category. There's some parents out there that's our age that raised their kids right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had to pay for my car.
Yeah.
Me too.
My very first car, mom and dad gave it to me. It was one that mom had. I believe it was 84. It was a Dodge Omni.
Hey, I had one.
You remember that big old hatchback, that big old bubble on the back?
Listen, my favorite car is a 1990 Plymouth Horizon that I've owned.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
the car that I drove in high school, because I didn't buy my first car until after Corey and I were married.
Yeah.
I just drove my dad's car. Was a 1975 Chevy El Camino with air shocks in the back.
I drove.
There was
I didn't
three
have one.
different colors.
I drove an El Camino to Panama City one year and about killed me and my friend.
My-
My dad had 4 at one point. When he passed away, he had 2.
Oh,
My
those are
second-
My
cool.
one brother still drives the one.
My second
wow.
vehicle was a Ford Ranger, and I flipped it 7 times.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So Corey had a Ford Ranger when we first
I had
got
a Ford
married,
Ranger.
and I ran it into a crab apple tree.
I had a
And then
Ford
found
Ranger
crab
too. I
apples
didn't
6
like it.
months later in the back of the truck under the tire.
I had a little red car. I can't remember. It was a little sporty red car. I can't remember what the thing was called now. But I had one. That was the next car that I had. And I wrapped it around a telephone pole one Christmas Eve morning.
Well, that was dumb.
Yeah, sure was.
My
And
most
then-
expensive.
What, Leroy?
Expensive.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I said, what, Leroy? What did you say?
My most expensive car that I've owned was I think it was I don't remember the year. It might have been a 2001. It was a Chevy Silverado 4-wheel drive dump truck with the Allison tranny. And I paid a lot for that. I paid like 30 grand.
A Geo. That's what it was. A Geo
Geo
Sport.
Metro.
No, it's a Geo Sport. No, not the Metros. It's Geo Sport. Red.
Dude, the funnest vehicle I ever had was a hardtop electric blue Geo tracker with like
Yeah.
Did
and
you
it
take
was-
that thing around the corners and think you were gonna die?
No, because
No.
I had like these really wide wheels on it. It was
Oh.
all 4-wheel drive, and it was like riding a freaking go-kart. That thing was going
Yes.
like it was on rails, man.
I want
It-
one of those just to go riding in the woods with, Brad. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, this one was like it wasn't ridden in the woods. It was like it was a killer little car.
Yeah.
I didn't have it.
Corey, really?
If
Corey's
anybody's here for
favorite was his
resale,
Monza Spider.
Fastest car, 1996 Jaguar. God,
Oh.
I didn't own none of those fancy cars.
I wanted one of those.
yeah, Todd's the only one in the chat that could afford one of them.
My dad had a he loved Rivieras, and he had a 1966 Buick Riviera with a 461 Wildcat engine in it. It was the biggest engine I've ever seen in my life in a car.
Well, what was your first car?
What'd you say?
Sharon's was a Honda Civic.
Really? I
Tammy's
had one of those too.
Tammy's
Hondas are good cars.
Tammy's was a 80-something Camaro. Her first car.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom,
I had a
my,
Kia
my mom was a single mom. She had, when I was a kid, she had a 1969 Camaro Z28 that she bought brand new.
Ooh. Wow. You know,
And she hauled around all her kids in it?
Just me. I was the only one.
Oh. Must
You
be
know-
rough. You got to drive in style.
what happened to that car, Brad?
She wound up selling it, but it wasn't really all. My only memory of that car is like it had snowed, and she couldn't even get out of the driveway in that car because it just had too much power. It just would just
Back
she would
wheel.
she was trying to get to work and like just touching the gas, and it's just like, and she couldn't even get out of the driveway in the car.
Listen, on the Weather Channel up north where I'm from in Rhode Island, they started doing this, I don't know, maybe like 15 years ago. You know how like they tell you wear a school jacket or wear a jacket for the kids for school or gloves or whatever? They would tell you not to get, today's probably not a good day to bring your Corvette to work. Because
Really?
you're not. Yeah, like it would have like a little symbol, and that meant that you shouldn't bring your rear wheel drive whatever to work because it might be weather, because they would get stuck on the roads.
Of course they do, because amazing enough, you said New York, right?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay, amazing enough, it snows up there, I'm guessing, a lot.
Yeah,
And people still don't know how to drive in it.
yeah. Like the weatherman shouldn't have to tell you not to bring a certain vehicle.
Chris, do you go out in the snow when it snows where you're at?
Yes, ma'am.
So my sister used to live in Columbia or Goose Creek or something like that.
In South
And
Carolina?
she hated, in South Carolina. She hated going out when it snowed because she knows how to drive in it because she's born and raised here in South Dakota and drove
But
in it all the
nobody else
time.
does.
But
Nobody
nobody else
else
does. So
does.
she's like, I'm not scared of driving myself.
The
I'm scared
problem
of
now,
other idiots on the road.
right? Well, see,
Oh,
here's
it's
the
so much
problem.
fun though. Like I love it. Like even like the storms, when there's a tornado, as soon as I know that eye is gone, I'm all out in the town. Like any tornado, any
Are you a
snow.
looky Lou?
What's a looky loo?
One that goes out and watches what's going around when you should be staying home?
No, I wait until it's away. Like I don't go out during.
So look,
If things are smashed up, though, it's a sourcing opportunity.
So
the thing about driving in snow down here, Teresa, is, and a lot of people don't understand this, is we get more ice than we do snow. So it's
Yeah.
not like you're just driving on snow. You're driving on ice. And then people get out there and act like, oh, well, it's just snow. I can just drive around. And no, you can't.
well, here, I call pickup drivers dipshits because it doesn't matter. If you have a four-wheel drive vehicle is not going to help you on ice. But they
No.
still drive like it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a pickup.
Yeah.
They're the ones that they go flying by me and I said, I'll see you in the ditch in 2 miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like down here, like they end up in the ditches all the time.
Front wheel drive cars have made it so much easier to drive.
Oh
in the
my
snow.
God, it's so much nicer. My
Same.
Kia Optima.
Go ahead.
My Kia Optima. I had a Kia Optima forever, And I would take that and drive in 7 inches of snow up to Boston every day. You just have to make sure you had good front tires.
Yeah. Or around here, you get on a side by side or a four wheeler and ride to town and
We have kids that just bring tractors to town.
Yeah. Yeah. You
That's
put the little
funny.
orange triangle on the back and it's good to go.
Hey, Sharon. Teresa they drive the tractors to the town.
So seriously, on the last week of school or the last day of school at some of the schools around here, if they're like the rural ones, like Madison's a semi-rural one, but if you get into some of the smaller towns that are around us, like Del Rapids and Colton and Coleman and that, they do. The last day of school is drive your tractor to school. Well,
That's cool.
one, I would let you drive the tractor out in my shop on the other side of this wall because it's a piece of crap. But some of these parents are letting these kids drive $350,000 to $600,000 tractors into town. No.
Brad,
Yeah, man.
they probably drive them on their farm, so they're probably used to them too. But Brad,
I
real quick,
know, but
yeah. We was talking about side by sides up there in Tennessee where you live. Now I don't know about where you live, but there's certain areas in Tennessee that side by sides are legal to drive on the road. Are they legal where you live at? Now I'm not talking about like the little.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like the razors. You're talking about the razors. Yeah, I don't know if they're legal, but everybody does. So
I was gonna say here in South Dakota, they drive gators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
wasn't
can
talking
get
about the
gators.
gators. I was talking about the side. Yeah, the other one.
What do you mean by that? Like you're talking about that slingshot thing that you were.
No.
like a razor, like one of the razors or something like
like a
that.
razor
They're not
or-
big where she is. They're not big where she is. They're very expensive too. They
No, we
buy
have-
them out here.
We have gators.
So
Yeah.
a gator is like a golf cart. Down. We're talking about a side by side.
It's a mix between a golf cart, a four wheeler, and a.
These.
No.
No, that's
No.
not a side by side, but
No.
That's a side by side according to this.
Hey, I'll
Can
tell
somebody
you
show her side by side?
that right there. That's a side by side, Teresa.
Yeah, those are legal here in South Dakota. You just have to take your stuff in and get them plated, and they drive those down the road all the time.
everything's
They
legal.
drive golf carts on the road.
Everything's legal here if you don't get caught.
Yeah. Or you put an orange triangle on the back of it, and you're good to go
No.
because it's.
Not here.
So Chris, should I put an orange triangle on my van just because?
Yeah. You can put an orange triangle on it.
Just because, right?
Yeah, just because. Drive it wherever you want to go.
Why?
Because he says I drive slow.
So
Yeah.
JP was saying they take horses through drive-throughs. In Iowa, they actually have a lot of Amish people. And so they actually take the horse and buggies down the road. I know they do in Pennsylvania too, but they take them down the road. They just drive them down the road. Oh, not
So
driving.
Is it Iowa or Ohio? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look it up on the map. Make sure I know what
Hey,
I'm talking about.
Janet,
Iowa?
I've only been on like the outskirts of Texas, but my father-in-law said like the McDonald's there have like actual burgers in them. Is this true? Or is my father-in-law just
Really?
telling tales? Yeah, he said like when he gets into the heart of Texas, like the
It's not the-
burgers are different there.
It's not the pink patties. Have you ever seen that when they were talking about McDonald's and whatnot and their pink patties?
Hey, I don't know what them little cheeseburgers are, but I like them.
Hey,
I
is Twin Cities around Iowa or is that
Twin
Ohio?
Cities is in Minneapolis. It's Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota.
It's supposed to be a reselling.
No, maybe it's not. No, Twin. It's three. It's
reselling.
I think it's Iowa we went to one time. Or it might have been Ohio, but I can't remember. It's either
They're like
Ohio.
so far apart.
Yeah, they're only separated by a
I
state or
know,
two.
but it's been like the 90s. Only went one time. Went up there for a
Burger
wedding.
King.
But wherever we was at, we went during hunting season, and they were there at this particular time that we went. There's 2 weeks in the hunting season that they're allowed to hunt in the city, bow hunt in the city. So when you drive up through there, you go like to a shopping center or whatever it is, or McDonald's, whatever it is. There's deer in the parking lot, and there's people sitting in their trucks out in the parking lot shooting deers with arrows. I can't remember where. I was either Ohio or Iowa. I can't remember.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
My
That was
brother-in-law got
Iowa.
busted by the
Sue
game
says
warden.
it's in Iowa. Quad Cities. Yes. Yeah, it was in Iowa. Yep. Quad Cities. That's what it's. Yep.
Okay, Brad.
My brother-in-law got busted by the game warden for shooting a deer from his vehicle.
Yeah, that's illegal here.
Yeah, honestly. But no, the
And
only
it was
reason I
It
know.
was a dummy deer.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
It was a setup. Him and his uncle.
Oh, I've seen those. Like I watch some of those game warden shows, like on I don't know what channel it is, and they do that. They actually set them up like in the trees to see if they're hunting it, like they're like spotlight hunting at night and stuff. Yeah, those are some pretty hefty fines because not only do they fine you, but they can confiscate your gun.
Yeah.
They can take
But
your
then-
gun, they can take
Then
all kinds of stuff.
what Tennessee did was they created the roadkill law. So like if you see a deer get hit or something like that, you can actually you just have to call it in, but you can actually take it. So instead of shooting from the road, people try
Just
to
hit
use
it with your
truck
car.
to run them over. Yeah.
I would say here in
And
South
what
Dakota,
do
you
you
can do
hit?
the same thing too. If you hit a deer with your car and you call the game warden, they will usually they'll tag it for you and let you take it if you want it.
Can you guys carry, Teresa?
Yes, we have open and concealed carry without a permit.
Yeah.
We do too. Yeah. South Carolina just did that this year, I think, wasn't it, Leroy?
No,
South
2 years ago.
Dakota did it 2 or
Man,
3 years ago.
around here, people go to the Dollar General with a big iron on their hip. I'm like, what? You worry somebody gonna come in here and take your Jolly Ranchers out of your hand, Fatso? Golly.
Yeah, South Carolina, you don't
She
have to
said
have
we're not. She said we're not. She said we're not resellers. We're banters.
Yeah.
See, I like Rad Relics thing. FAFO. FAFO.
What's that
Yeah.
mean?
I was out today. I was hunting today.
What's that
You want to know what
mean?
I was hunting? You don't know what FAFO stands for?
No, can you say it like?
No,
You
I
see,
can't say it on here.
Look it up on your Google, Chris.
Okay,
Yeah, Google
I'll
it.
look it up on.
What
Google.
is
I was
FAF?
hunting today. Do you know what I was hunting?
A
I
rabbit.
was hunting rabbits.
I was right.
They're like all over my yard, but my son played with because we use, Corey would have to tell me what the thing is that I use. It's got little pellets. It's not a BB gun,
pellet
but
gun.
it's got little pellets.
A pellet gun.
It's not though. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, I was using it. Well, my son played with it one day and he messed up the scope on it and the sighting on it so bad. So I winged a bunny today, but I didn't catch any other ones.
Wait.
So-
Janet has it right here. White Castle or Crystal?
Neither.
No, Crystal all the
White
way.
Castle is disgusting.
I
Man,
never heard of crystal. What is crystal?
that's a
What?
delicacy.
Leroy,
Sharon, what's crystal?
You like Crystal better than White Castle?
most
Yeah.
definitely.
Is it a burger place
Chris,
called
you
Crystal?
need to go into a rehab facility.
No,
No,
my,
ma'am.
That's not good for you.
No. Well, Crystal is absolutely amazing, man. Amazing.
Oh, okay. So we don't know.
Okay. So we got to talk on reselling.
Okay.
Brandon. Oh,
Brandon.
sorry. What I was using was a Gamma Whisperer.
What?
It has little pellets. The piece of equipment I was using to wing my bunnies is a Gamma Whisperer.
what does wing a bunny mean?
Like I caught his leg. He's gonna go out somewhere and pass away because he hopped too fast. Okay, go back to his comment.
So he cut his legs off?
Wait a
No,
minute.
I hit him with a pellet in his leg.
What's she talking about?
Nothing. Well, for reselling. Oh, see, I wish I could find somebody like that would let me do clean outs.
Yeah.
I would love that.
What is a Gamma Whisperer? I thought we was talking about Brad's comment.
I had a comment.
Go
No,
Google it,
Brandon's
Chris.
comment. I'm sorry, not Brad.
No,
Brandon.
it was before that. Sorry, remember when we were talking about my bunnies and I was
No.
hunting them? Did you
No.
miss that whole conversation, Chris?
Probably. Was that when I was outside?
No, it was
No,
just 2 seconds
literally like
ago.
2 minutes ago.
I said, You were talking about hunting
Oh,
or
you said
whatever.
what? You was hunting today. You said you was hunting rabbits.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
hunting rabbits.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
yeah.
I used the Gammo Whisperer.
Oh, that's that
It's a
memory
little
loss,
pellet
that
gun.
old age memory loss thing.
Man, you might
Well,
need to go see
Corey's
a
already
specialist
asked
for
me.
that.
Corey already asked me in the chat, and I never told him what bit me, and I told him I didn't tell him, but I mean, it's not nothing that bit me. It's that old man skin. Anytime you bump your arm on something, man, it breaks the skin on it. It's that
So
old man skin.
we went to an estate sale today that was a family run estate sale. It was 2 daughters that it was their mom's house. And we went in there. I only bought 4 things. They were all, one was Christmas and the other 3 were Halloween related. But this lady, their daughters went through it. So not the lady's daughters. So the lady's granddaughters went through this lady's closet and they found 5 new with tags still on it, like puffer vests of
Yeah.
the same brand, of the same color.
Ooh.
I'm like, how do you buy this lady, seriously, like most of the rooms in this house were filled with clothing.
Mhm.
And it was a lot of it new with tags, but it's not something I sell. So
Man.
I might have to hit him up and say, hey, if you didn't get rid of it all, I might take it off your hands for a super cheap amount and then I'll sell it on the dollar auction.
Dollar auction. Yep, there you go. There you go.
Leroy still hasn't been on the dollar auction either.
Where's that? Is that near
Okay.
Walmart?
Yeah.
I've sold on the dollar auction almost every week.
There's a conflict there. I'm an owner on another platform, so I am not allowed.
Are
Yes,
you
you
a part
are.
owner in the Tiquity?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
But no,
But you can't. You are allowed to use and do sell on another platform, Leroy.
No, I can't.
if they
It's in
can,
my
so here's my, no, I'm not. Nope. I'm going to drop it. I'm just going to drop it. It's probably better
So
that way.
anyway, so I want to hear about this bunny rabbit thing.
What about it?
Are you?
Are we
Did you
just
like
like
miss the whole
retelling?
conversation? Y'all talk about me forgetting things, and you had the conversation twice, and he
No,
still didn't hear
I
it the
don't
second time.
understand. I don't listen. We shoot deer to lower the population, and we eat them, or people eat them. But it's needed to thin
I
out the
shoot
population.
bunnies to control the population, and my cats eat them.
Your cats eat them.
My farm cats
So y'all
will
just
go out
wing
and
them.
eat them.
So y'all just wing them and let the cats
No,
track them down.
normally, no. I just was a bad shot today.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought
I
you
was a
did.
bad
Wing
shot.
them.
So you
I didn't
made
do
you
it
made
on
that.
purpose.
I was putting those things together. It sounded like you wing them to like give your cats an advantage because they're stupid or something.
Leroy,
They're bad at being cats, so you have to wing the
No,
rabbits a little
so
bit.
I went out. So on that day that on Tuesday when when Corey was on the reseller
Chris, you got to
therapy
read
thing.
that after. I couldn't read it.
oh, sorry. It says Corey says there's no conflict when you're part owner of an inferior platform.
So
Hey.
when we talk about bunnies again?
Okay, we're gonna talk about bunnies again, but I'm not gonna talk about a bunny. So I went out. So when you guys record that reseller therapy, we pack, and then Corey stays on reseller therapy, and I go take my packages to town. Right?
Right.
I go outside to put my packages in my car the other day, and at the front by my bumper, probably about 1.5 feet away from my bumper, here is a blackbird torn apart in pieces because they're down in my yard right now, eating out the grass and whatnot. And my cats got a hold of it, and they just tore that thing apart.
How many cats
Now,
you got?
do you feed your cats?
We do. So we have 3 cats that are technically ours. We have a black kitty that's name is Newton. We have a mama kitty who's been here since about a year after we moved in. Her name is Jojo. I think Corey's told the story about how that was during the Tiger King era. And we named our cats Joe and Carol. Only Joe was a girl, so we named her Jojo, and Carol was a boy, so they changed the name to Carlos. And then we have what is his name? Patrick? I think his name is Patrick. I don't remember for sure.
Do you
But
under?
Patrick is one of JoJo's babies.
Do
He's
you
not a
under,
baby anymore. He's huge.
Do you underfeed them so they'll hunt?
No.
No.
And we do
So
have one of JoJo's most recent babies, because in the beginning when we farmed cats. Like we farmed farm cats.
Are they
So-
big? Are they like big Persian cats, like the big ones, or
No, they're tabby kitties.
So my
They're-
brother-in-law,
They're
my,
striped.
my same brother-in-law, he actually raises like those big cats. I can't remember what they're called, but there's like several different
Sphinx?
breeds of like the big cats. Like
Oh,
what are they called, Tanya? What are those cats your brother sells? What are they called? By the way, can I just say that Tickwitties sounds like a Twin Peaks or a Hooters or something like that?
oh my God, Corey's got to be in there rolling right now.
Please
Well,
behave.
So here's
Please
the deal on
behave.
Tickwitty.
Please behave.
I thought it
Please
was
Okay, I will, but I
big-
gotta make a comment.
Leroy,
I gotta make a comment about Tickwitty. I don't have
I don't
issues
want to
with
hear it. Talk about it when
But
I'm
when
not
you're
here.
hold on. But when your own owners can't remember the name of it or pronounce it correctly, you should probably rename it. Because I don't think Dave ever remembers that it's Tickwitty. He always says Tickwitty.
That's
What?
what I thought it was. Tickwitty.
Oh.
No,
I
it's
think
Tickwitty.
I think he messes with it. I think he messes it up on purpose. I think he likes messing it up on purpose. But if I visit Tickwitty, Leroy, can I get like maybe a discount on the wings or something?
I can't even take myself off the screen.
Yeah, so but yeah, so I have
We got
cats.
you locked
And
in, Leroy.
when we first
So-
started having our cats, we were able to tame a lot of the babies and we gave away a lot of the babies. But now since my youngest moved out, she used to be our cat tamer, and now they just have babies wherever. They've had them at the neighbor's house and then they bring them to my house. So
Yeah,
And you don't let them in the house and you don't fix them.
yeah.
no, I can't get a hold of them to fix them. They're not friendly anymore.
Yeah,
They don't
Corey,
like
they
us.
say around here you can't eat them until after the second frost around here.
We're
Same
getting
with tree rats. You can't eat them until after the second frost because of the
Is that
the
Tanya
wolves.
here?
Wait,
because of the wolves.
but then I'm
Minx?
cool with.
And there's a big cat. Well,
Oh,
if you get it while it's
Are they
little,
Maine
it
Coon?
might be- So I don't think it really matters.
He is getting.
Brad.
I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife. Sorry.
I know. I was
He is
trying to hear what she was saying because she was talking about the kitty.
Yeah, we were talking about getting a kitten, but
He's
what do
getting
you,
Maine Coons and
Maine
Maine Coons.
Coons? Yeah, Maine
Those are
Coons.
super cool cats,
What's the
but
other
they're
one?
expensive.
Are
What
those
are
big
they?
ones?
He's got two different.
Yeah, they're big
types.
ones.
Yeah,
Are they
see,
Maine?
Maine
if I
Coons.
were to get a cat, that would be the thing. I'd get a big fat
He's
one.
got two different types of cats. One's a Maine Coon.
Hey.
and-
Hey,
That's-
if I had to think of a if I had to think
Sorry.
if I had to think of a cat for Chris, it'd be Garfield.
Yes, give me a big old fat cat, man. Yes.
Savannahs and Bengals.
Savannahs and Bengals.
Oh, Bengal cats? Those are
Yeah,
super
and
cool
then
too.
I think he's going to start selling Tickwitties too. So Maine,
This
Maine
is
Coons,
a unclaimer. I am not. I have no control over the mouths of the people on this show. I love all of my friends in all different platforms, and Chickadee or Tickety or
Leroy,
whatever
they
they
don't
are.
watch this show, man.
Okay, so Corey said it best. If you
Mark.
can figure out how to spell Tickwitty to get to their website, you should get a discount code.
Yes, there you go. Tickwitty.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
Tickwitty.
Chris, you
That's
make it
it.
sound dirty when you say it. Stop it.
Well, Leroy, man,
Oh.
don't worry, man. None of them guys watch this channel. They don't
It
watch
doesn't matter. I wouldn't let anybody talk bad about you guys.
Well,
I
I mean, we're not
defend
talking bad
everybody.
about
We
them.
don't care. I
mean,
guess
if you
I
listen
don't
to-
care.
If you listen to them on their shows, they talk bad about everybody all the time.
Okay.
Undercover.
Okay, we're done
Undercover.
talking about Tickwitty.
Oh,
It's
we're
not a
sorry.
Hooters.
I don't think anybody was saying anything bad about Tickwitties. I was just getting
I
hungry.
I
That's all.
wasn't saying nothing about bad about it.
What is a Tickwitty?
You're a part owner of it. You don't even know what it is.
No, I'm talking about Brad and his food. He gives Brad discounts.
I was just saying, I was saying, so I understand. I fully 100%, let's just clear it up. I fully, completely understand that antiquities comes from the word antiquities. But I was just joking that the way a lot of guys say it, antiquity, it sounds like a Hooters restaurant
Hooters.
or Twin Peaks or something like that.
Oh, what did you say was the second one?
Twin Peaks. You ever heard of Twin Peaks?
Oh, I've never been there either.
It's like a Hooters. So you can figure out what the Twin Peaks are, but
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Twin Peaks.
I will tell you, honestly, I've never been in a Hooters in my entire life.
we have what's those ones we have here?
Twin Peaks?
No, we have Twin Peaks and Hooters both, but then there's another one. What's that other one? It's not
I've
You
never
guys
heard.
got names of stuff I never heard.
I've never heard of a Twin Peaks either.
Toots or
What-
Tootsies or something like that.
Toots.
Toots.
You sure that's not a strip club?
No, that's the Pink Pony.
Ours is called oh, what is it called?
We have the Pink Pony 1 and the Pink Pony 2. That's our
We
strip.
got,
Really?
They got that in Atlanta too.
Teresa, they have a strip club in where you're from.
We have one in the big town that we have been to. It's called Scarlett's and Scarlett O'Hara's.
That doesn't.
And then they
scream.
have one in the town that I grew up in that's called the Congo Club. But I will tell you this much
Are you
information.
logged in?
If you go to the Congo Club,
You gotta get in the line.
no, you can only go in the fall during
Okay.
hunting season.
And then
Because that's the only time they have women that are worth looking at because the hunters are here.
Yeah.
So they pay the big bucks to have the good girls come in during
Oh.
hunting season. Otherwise, the rest of the time you get amateurs.
Yeah, Aunt Sally with no teeth.
Yeah.
Probably.
yeah.
We have to behave. Tanya's in the background, and
Hi,
we're talking
Tanya.
about bad
Hey,
stuff.
Tanya's
We're
When are we
sorry.
gonna do our live?
We're waiting for We're waiting for Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy.
Yeah, she can't hear you. She can't. You had to text her, Teresa.
My phone, it won't pull up.
I don't know if no, does Tammy have Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell her to find Rams and Pops Vintage _ Rams
She probably follows you already.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give out my phone number to people. Because if I give my phone number to Tammy, Tammy's going to give it to Chris. And then Chris is going to quit calling Corey and Chris is going to call Teresa.
No, Chris won't get it, and you won't have to worry about her bothering you every day because she don't like people anyway.
Neither do we. Neither
Hey,
do we.
If I got your phone number and I call you, it's probably because somebody's passed away and I'm letting you know. That's about the only
No,
reason.
you call me. No, you
Yeah.
don't call me. I think I call you.
I'm bad about calling anybody.
I was talking with Tara from Triple R Rebellious Roads Resale.
Yeah.
And, her mom, she takes care of her mom right now because her mom has issues or whatever. And we got into the subject of talking to people. And, up until 4 years ago, I used to talk to my mother-in-law on the phone every single day. Every
You-
single day.
You talk to
For-
your mother-in-law
for-
on the phone every single day?
Every single day for 20 years.
My
I
dad.
wish
called me.
Tammy
My dad
would talk
called
to
me
her
on the-
mother-in-law every single day.
I don't talk to her anymore, though. So
Oh, why not?
My dad called me.
I
one
can't go
time.
into that on here.
Oh, never mind.
So I get tortured now because actually it's not tortured. I can't say it's torturing. So now my youngest calls me every single day she goes to work. At 8:45 at night, she calls me on her way to work to tell me how her last day was at work. Every day. Sunday,
I call my
Monday,
daughter
Tuesday,
every single day. and
Wednesday,
she doesn't answer.
all 4 days she calls me.
You can pull up
I
that.
must not be a phone lover or something because I don't call people every day.
Corey doesn't call people every day either. I don't anymore either, but
I don't have one person that I talk to every single day.
we know,
Um,
Leroy, because you quit talking to me every single day.
Oh, he used to see. So you let Leroy call you every single
No, he
day.
doesn't call me. He messages me.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble, Chris.
Okay, how do you message her?
None of your
Instagram?
business.
Oh, okay,
But
Instagram.
Not,
My-
no, I don't give out my phone number. Sorry.
the pastoring thing, when
Why
the
am I
phone
mean to
rings,
him?
I have PTSD from when the phone rings. It's
I bet you do.
So
Oh.
on our live yesterday, we went live before Shane to kind of build up an audience to rate into him because it
I
was
saw
his
you
first show.
scolding everybody, taking names,
Oh, I
slapping
was.
people around.
Oh, did she?
I was yelling at people yesterday, but
Oh, I
anyways,
missed that.
so in the middle of my live, my child calls me. She doesn't ever call me at 4:30, 4:45. So I was a little worried. So I answered the phone right in the middle of my live, and everybody could hear her because she's a loud talker like me. And she's like, "So can a crock pot, the insert for crock pot, can that go in the dishwasher?" I'm like, "Yeah, I stick mine in the dishwasher all the time. Why?" Well, because they made a sausage and hash brown thing the day before, and they ate it the night before. And then yesterday, when she got home from work, or when she got up, because she sleeps during the day, she realized that they left it on all night.
Oh no.
So it was burnt hash browns in their pan. So she didn't know if once she cleaned it out, if she would be able to stick it in the dishwasher in the middle of my live.
But that's what daughters are for. That's what you're supposed to help them.
She calls me all the time. She called me. I had a video chat with her one day. I love my child. I love my child. I will say that. I love my child. She called me
Sharon,
to
do you
video
call
chat.
anybody every day? Sharon calls her parents every day.
Keep going, Teresa.
Nice.
Leroy's so rude. He
Hey,
just
I'm proud of
interrupts
you,
She called me.
you.
She called me and video chatted me so I could help her put a shower head on her shower in her new apartment.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I
Do you
wish
know
my
how easy
daughter
it
would.
is to put a shower head on your
that-
shower?
I wish my daughter would call me and ask me those kind of questions.
Well, she might.
We get a
No,
phone
she hates
call.
me.
We get a
He
phone
doesn't
call
hate you.
every morning at about 8:30 from our grandson.
Ethan.
Oh.
Every morning.
I don't get that. I get it usually. I get a video chat, if not daily, every other day from one or both of my grandkids.
Chris, how
Today-
often do you talk to your mother?
Well, I've talked to her. I might do talk to her. No, not every day. In fact, I talked to her today, and I talked to her yesterday. I know probably 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's about where I am. I talk to my mother, but it's like but it's funny, like Teresa said, like certain people you talk to certain times of the day. When they call out of content, I
Right.
freak out.
Yeah,
It's like if my mother called me right now, I'd flip out. I'd be so
We're
nervous.
having group therapy session. You want to join us?
Hey, I'm not kidding. My dad did call me one time.
John, we
Not
have
one
we
time.
have that session on
Oh.
Tuesdays at 1:30.
That's just to pick on Chris session. You know, Chris, you've gotten off kind of easy tonight, just so you know. I don't
Yeah.
think we picked on you enough today.
That's
That's
probably
'cause
why
I'm
the
not
views
on
have
video.
dropped too. That's probably why the views have dropped. Nobody's picking on Chris tonight.
Brad is
Well,
here. He would be the greatest therapist. He does that. Just so you know, he does that as a minister.
Yeah.
Are you a minister? What's it? Okay, explain something to me. So we're going to get off topic again. What's the difference between a minister and a pastor?
Have we ever been on topic?
A minister could not be a pastor, but all pastors are pretty much ministers.
So you didn't answer the question.
Why can't a minister be a pastor? I'm confused.
A minister could be a pastor, but they might not have a pastor oversees a church, or a pastor oversees a church or a congregation, but a minister would still be a minister even if they didn't have a pastorate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
if they
it
didn't have a church, if
No.
I didn't
So
have a church,
a minister has the. Okay, so now I have another question, right? I'm just curious.
We
Ask
should call
Corey.
it- let's go,
We should
let's
not
go.
get into these subjects because I'm always curious.
There you go. Look, John said it the best right there.
But
Uh,
a minister could not be a preacher too. They could just be someone who a minister could be going to like the
Hold on.
hospital and
Yeah.
Hold on. So here's
Go-
my
go.
question. I guess I don't know if you have to answer it. I'm just curious.
I
So here in
will
South
try to
Dakota,
answer any question you have.
we
just
have
for-
the seminary. Did you have to go through seminary?
No, I didn't have to. No,
So you just
but I was.
see now that
I
just
was-
makes me feel like Brad
I-
just decided I'm a minister. I'm a preacher.
I apprenticed under a pastor for probably 20 years.
Pac Mac is in here.
So
Oh, yeah.
pastors are appointed by God. Like you have a calling to be a preacher. You know,
I don't know.
that's
I'm
what they
just
call
curious.
it.
All
Hey,
right,
Matt,
so-
how's it going?
So my question is Tanya a first lady?
No, we don't. We don't do that at our place. No.
Tanya's not the
is
first lady.
no. Tanya is the lady.
Hey, look, yeah.
She is the lady.
So like churches do that whole thing, like calling the pastor's wife the first lady and all that stuff. We've never done that.
Hey,
I'm
are
Brad
you-
and she's Tanya, and that's it.
Are-
Chris's church. Chris's church.
Do they-
It's not the first lady. It's just Tammy.
Yeah. So, I'm not
So,
a preacher,
Do
so
they
we
call
don't
you
have it.
Pastor Brad?
Who's the apostle?
A lot of people call me Pastor Brad, but
I'm
most
just
people
gonna
call me
start
Brad.
calling you Pastor Brad.
Most people call me Brad.
So, Pastor,
Pastor
what, do you go by apostle at all?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So-
Sorry I brought up the topic. I was just curious.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So
Brad
Brad.
knows the joke there. I think he gets what I'm trying to say. It's a joke.
So Brad, I was talking to my buddy Camden, because he's a pastor too.
Okay.
And I was with him yesterday and today, and he we were just talking back and forth. I said, "Oh, one day I'm going to beat you up," and he goes, "Yeah, that probably would be a good idea." I said, "No, probably wouldn't." I said, "Because there's some of those house mothers at your churches that would probably wring my neck." He goes, "Yeah, there's some not controlling, but some of the women, like, I don't know how it is at your congregation, but some of the women, like, if you tell them, 'Hey, I need a turkey dinner for 900 people,' they're gonna go and they're gonna cook it, and they're gonna clean the bathrooms, and they do whatever the church needs, and nobody messes with the pastor. You don't talk bad. I mean, he has a wife and everything, like you have a wife. But do you have a couple of those at your church? Like whenever you need them, like they're there, and they just like that. Nobody can talk bad about you.
It's usually the little old ladies.
Yes.
Okay. So we have a lot of very, very, very good people that I could lean on if I needed to, but like the whole like not talking bad about me or anything. We're not really that kind of place. I'm literally just Brad and she's Tanya. And the thing is like if you're in trouble, you can call me and I'll be there for you. Kind of like a friend with a title.
He's
I
more
have
of
a friend with a
Leroy, he's
title.
more of a family church instead of a mega church.
So you're not like, who was that? That big mega church that went under.
Oh,
There's several of them.
bunch of
They're
them.
all
No,
going
the
under now.
big one from like the 80s.
I am going to make you guys start referring to me as Bishop Brad, though.
We're just gonna call you Priest Brad.
John said Brad is actually a pastor of a Black Pentecostal church. I would be a bishop if I was the pastor of a Black Pentecostal church.
But he also said, Brad said he is a friend with benefits.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Something
Corey's
that.
better. I like Corey's better. You gotta put Corey's comment up there.
Oh,
Let's put Corey's
Well,
comment up there.
So the way I handle snakes is with the end of a hoe.
yeah.
You got a hole?
We got some hoes in our church. My wife's over here. She's
Whoa!
Yeah, you need to beat him off
Is she
camera.
laughing, Brad? I bet
Can
you
you go get that garden tool and hit him over the head with it?
Y'all, that got her excited.
She about ready to hit it.
She's trying. Listen, she's trying to list Playmobil. Leave her alone.
Oh goodness.
Brad, Pac Mac wants you to toss some holy water on eBay to wake it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Please.
So
Mine's-
curiosity, back to
What's that
reselling
thing?
topic.
What's that
Yeah.
thing the Catholics do? I don't
The
know.
Father, the Son, and the Holy
Father,
Ghost.
the Son, and the Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
but they do the when they're like doing something on people's shoulders.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is.
Teresa, you're not directing an airplane.
So Teresa, what was you gonna say about eBay?
So I was just curiosity, how, Chris, you had some issues a couple weeks ago where you weren't having no sales.
Yeah,
Have your
constipation.
sales picked back up yet?
Well, I've been having some sales, but I didn't sell anything today. I don't think.
Me neither.
Hold on. We sold for 2 days straight. We sold more than 5 items because we made a video. So we know that, So, but today I
You
haven't
should make-
sold anything.
You should make video. The show is so fun. You should make videos. So yesterday, did anybody? How many? Now here's a common question: how many people watched Corey's in my video yesterday?
I did.
Is that the one where you just talked, right?
Yeah, where we talked about me fat shaming Corey.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, the fat
Yep.
shaming. Yes.
That is so something that would happen to us too, by the way.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. But anyway, so in the beginning, what was the beginning? What was the first thing we talked about? Our
Fat
first,
shaming Corey.
huh?
Was fat shaming Corey.
No, that was the second one.
That was about 18 minutes. That was about 10 to 15 minutes in when y'all started talking about that.
Oh,
You
hey,
just,
we
you
talked
just give me
about-
like a little bit of, hey, that's
Wait,
funny. Hey,
time
Don, he gave an
Time out.
offer. So this is the way we take the offering in our church. We don't even pass an offering plate at our church. So
Did they just
all right,
send it
Brad.
via what is that app? Venmo?
Text.
no, we do have digital giving, but we just have a box, and if people want to give, they can drop it in. And if not, so I don't even know.
Brad,
who
you
gives
gotta
it
give
in.
him a farm.
All right, let's do this. Then we'll come back to
Two-headed
it.
chicken.
We'll come back two-headed. Which one's that on? Is that on the one with the wolf?
Yes.
It's on the-
There you go.
I don't see a two-headed chicken.
Dude, so Leroy, here is, if you're looking at your screen, here is the wolf.
It's on the
Right
left-hand
next to
side.
him on the bottom is a chicken that looks like he's got 2 heads.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
left side. at the
It
bottom.
may be two chickens back to back, but it looks like
It
a chicken
is.
with heads.
You
So, how did your video? Like, give me just a hint, and I can tell you. Because
Yeah,
I was,
me
3D.
huh?
The printer,
3D.
about the printer, and when you started showing all the stuff that you sell, and it was
Yes.
mainly all about the stuff that you sell, and you were showing the roller and the sizer, and you were talking about the inside box and the outside of the cutter, and
Oh,
That was
look at
later, Leroy. That wasn't
Okay,
the
so
first thing.
so we dropped that video yesterday, and Corey come out to me last night because I don't remember what he was doing.
he came out to you. He's gay.
It happened.
Yeah. Anyway, so he come out and he was
Brokeback
like,
Mountain on the plains.
we sold 5 things yesterday after
Yeah.
that video dropped off of that. We sold 2 of the pick pointers,
Yep.
2 sets of pick pointers.
And there's a
We
big
sold-
pick pointer and a little pick pointer, and one has a finger, and
They
the
both
little
have fingers.
yeah.
But
yeah.
if you buy one, you get the other two, right?
That's right.
And then,
So
yep,
anyway,
the big
so
one was one.
yes, Bradley.
Design recommendation on those things.
Yep.
Let's make the handles a little longer.
Yes.
He did. How did you know that?
Well, I didn't know that, but from using mine, it's like I'm always trying to not have my finger in the picture.
See, and the big thing is, for me, it's this way is right. This way is up. Everything is like, it needs to be flipped because this is not
Yeah,
my
well,
hand I use to
we
take
could do-
pictures.
Well, I use the left hand to hold it, but it needs to be like, if it just had another like
It is.
4 inches or something, that would
No,
be nice.
he added a half an inch to each of them. My
Man,
thing is,
I need one this
so I
long.
hold it. Oh, I have that one too. I have that one
Yeah.
too.
but like I have to like really work to get my picture from like here over.
So
you know, or
that's
here
why
over.
I like this look. So he added more to this side of this one. So you have enough space here to keep your finger out. Even for the big one he added.
I guess I would just like I would like for it actually to like I would like for it actually to start here where you hold it, you know,
Yeah.
because it's
Can
like
you make no, we cannot. Somebody art new design in progress. Love my QAT.
hey, I'm just giving a design thing because I'm always having to work. I'm always having to like work to get it like right on the like.
See, that's the one thing I like about these though, is when I do clothing, I don't hold them.
You just lay it down.
I just lay it down on
I
top of it.
rarely do clothing. I'm always you know, showing something on an object, and so I have to hold it. I actually have to hold it in my hand and take a picture, and it's like I'm always fighting that.
Damn it. Somebody call Corey out for that. So but
I
anyway,
get called out for my fingernails all the time.
we sold 2 of the pick pointer sets. We sold 2 of the box resizers.
The inside
And he
diagonal outfitted.
He sold 1 card stand, but he's waiting for the person to reach back out to him for their design.
But when you
that he
did the
can make
card
it.
stand, it was for a person, and there's a wide spot on the card stand. Then you can hold a card stand on one side, and you can stand it up on the other side. But it's a little wider on the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's
Time
not
out.
how it goes. There's a front spot that you can put a card in a
Yes.
hard thing. And there's a back spot where you can put it. And then in the middle, there's a spot to put a slab card.
All right, so hey, check this out real quick. So on the card slot where you sit the cards in, sometimes you have cards, and this one's not one, but sometimes you have cards that are like this.
Landscape.
Like this. So is the slot in there wide enough for that to sit down in there?
Yeah, because it pushes over the outside of it, Teresa.
Corey,
I don't know.
Corey, since you're listening, if I were going to make because I would like to do the 3D printing and stuff, but since I'm not going to get one for a while, what you also need to make is a tape dispenser with a 3-inch and a 2-inch side by side. I've been looking for one.
Oh my gosh!
I would like a 3-inch spot, 2-inch spot, and then the little spot for the little 3/4-inch tape.
Now he's going to be working on that tomorrow. How am I going to get him to do any other work?
Yes, that is a brilliant idea.
Hey, can I ask a question?
You got to make the base heavy enough to hold that sucker down.
Yeah, can he make the inserts? Brad, I have that same one you have right there, and I lost the little insert for the masking tape.
Oh, the little roller piece?
Yeah, he should make those too.
Oh, so they can slide down and replace the ones
I was actually searching.
Corey named it Grams and Pop Sticky Sand.
I was trying to find one today that had the 3-inch and the 2-inch, and then
they do.
Get it with that.
Well, he can do it, but I don't think you're getting the little pencil holder behind it.
Well, what about
Brad, I have 2 of those same ones.
Yeah.
See, okay, so Brad, if you take measurements of that little, Leroy, do you need it for the little tape thingy or for the medium tape thingy?
For the little one.
If you take measurements of your little if you take pictures of the little roller and send it to Corey, he could probably make it.
He don't need no stinking measurements.
Okay, this is gone. Okay, we are officially 32. We are officially 32 seconds from being 2 whole hours, and we got like 20 minutes of reselling talk in here.
Before we leave that though, what was the first thing you talked about on your video? I remember all the things. I don't remember the very first.
I do too.
What was it?
It was the 3D printing.
Yeah.
But y'all talked about that towards the end when he was talking.
No, we talked. So it was our intro, our 3D printing, 2 products. I can tell you the whole thing. Then it was Corey and fat shaming him, and then it was 2 products.
And then y'all
it was
talked about Ken and the
he talked
show.
about that right in the beginning. Like that
Yeah.
Did he
was
talk about that right in the beginning? I thought that was
He
Yeah.
talked about the Ken thing in the show in the very beginning.
yeah, that
Okay.
was in his intro type. No, it was part of that 3D thing when he talked about
Yeah,
Ken.
because
Yeah,
Because he was
part
talking about the 3D printing being
of the challenge, the business
part of the challenge.
thing. Yeah.
and then we talked about my auction guy that I went and visited today. I mean, who doesn't love that? I mean, who offers to bring you your products an hour away from their auction?
Nice.
I like it.
Nice. Nice.
And then we did 2 products, and I don't remember what the last thing was we discussed.
And you didn't even say anything about me. Like you didn't even say
It's
like
not all about you, Leroy.
nothing about me. Nothing about me.
So you
I'll
know,
never get those 2 hours of my Janet. I'm
look,
hurt.
Chris and Leroy, both the only reason they're listening to you guys is to hear the shout out they might get. So y'all are gonna have to put that in there every week.
What?
Oh, I do. Hold on.
What are you talking about, Brad?
Hold on.
You know what he's talking about.
No, I don't. What did he say?
He's
Shout out about what?
he's teasing us because we only watch the show just to hear them say something about you or me.
Oh,
Can't
I
see
don't,
This
it.
is my
What?
whiteboard
I
that
can't
sits
read
behind. I know you don't need to read it.
Oh,
It's my whiteboard that we whiteboard everything else. So we set it back here behind the cameras so we
Yeah.
know what to talk about.
Oh, well, what's that got to do with what Brad's talking about?
Nothing. We're not shouting you
I'm
out,
trying
Chris.
to
I'm
figure
not
out what
shouting you out,
Brad's even
Leroy.
talking about. I don't watch them to think. Oh, wait a minute. What?
I don't watch them.
Oh,
You heard
no,
it.
I lied. Hold on. I lied. I got to
I
tell you
do
the right
watch
story.
them, but you're saying I watch them just to what?
No.
Todd, we need to kick Todd out. Like,
No,
Todd's not
Todd.
allowed.
Wait a minute. Todd just gave us a tip.
I know, but he doesn't get one because he said it could have been better. We're as good as it gets.
All right, we're gonna come back to it. Here's for Todd. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my order again. So we sold 2 products. And then Corey talked about the 3D printing, the podcast, and I gave a shout out that they can come watch our podcast, not my podcast. our
Yes,
podcast.
you did say that.
And then we did 2 more products. And then, we talked about fat shaming Corey. Then we did 2 products. Then we talked about the CB tuner, my CB part that the guy decided to tear apart.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
no.
an
We
interesting
talked about
story.
y'all's epic screw up for the last 45 minutes on my way home.
Yes.
You did?
No, I'm just kidding. That was like the last stretch home was you guys, because I was listening to you on the way home from Huntsville.
Yes.
That was you're talking about the whole like shipping it to the guy and
And it went on a journey to get to him. Yep.
And then
Yep.
the piece being broke or the part being broken, the meter thing, and it being a diode or whatever. Blah blah. Yeah. Okay, I remember. now.
Teresa,
Hey, Chris.
look right here. This is for you.
I know. Oh, I do know how to do it.
Yeah, that's for you. Mac, this is it right here. She's going to put the link in for you. Yeah, that was a very interesting
No,
story.
it won't let me. It told me that the comment has failed to post to Buck Mountain
Okay.
Barn because you didn't give me permission.
I'll get you. What I was saying, Chris, was I was messing with you earlier. I was saying that
You only watch us.
you only watch so you can hear that shout out.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
no,
Chris. Hey, Chris,
on.
you need to go in and make me an admin on here
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm doing
a
right now.
whatever.
That's
All right, I got you right here. There you
Corey
go.
put it
Pac
in
Mac.
there.
all
There
right.
you go, Pac Mac.
He gets it twice.
All right, Teresa, I need you to make can you make a comment at all? Any kind of comment?
Yeah, I can. I did earlier.
Where?
There, I just did it.
Okay,
I'm the last comment that said hello.
I got it.
What's for supper, Leroy? Are you fill up to eating?
What? What can you hear me eating?
What do you mean? You can hear him chomping back there.
I didn't realize you were eating.
See if you're a little blue thing pops up on your thing now.
I- Let me see if I can type it
I
again.
need to add 3 inches. See if your little blue thing pops
Oh,
up.
I gave him the wrong one anyway. So yep, look at there. Let me do it. I got the
There
blue
you go.
wrench.
There you go.
Okay. So since we've been on for 2 hours and 5 minutes, what's everybody doing this week? This weekend, not this week. This weekend. What's
I'm
coming
going
up?
to see. I'm going to see my mother Saturday, and we got some work to do at her house. So the whole
On
family,
vacation?
everybody is going. No, I'm going to visit my mom for 1 day and
A
work.
1-day vacation.
Yeah, we got to
1 day
work.
vacation.
No, you don't work on vacation. We got some deck boards. We got some deck boards we got to pull up and replace and stuff on our deck, and we got some other stuff to do. And then we're gonna have a birthday party for her. And
How old is
That's
she?
a vacation.
How's your
what-
mom?
70,
Well, that's not so bad.
I think.
That's
What
where you
year was
messed
she
up.
born?
I'm trying to think of how old I am real quick, and I'll tell you.
Okay, while Chris thinks about this, Brad, what do you got going
71.
on this week?
No, she turned 70. She turned 70. Yeah. Sorry.
So
What-
I will be listing. I'm trying to get things out of the death pile and get them listed and trying to clear some things out. I have several songs I'm having to get into our system at church, and I'm also having to learn those songs. And then I'm hoping that for Memorial Day, me and the boys can, I'm trying to save my money so me and the boys can hit Tick Witties. Here they got good hot wings.
Yeah.
Okay, Leroy, what do you got going on this week?
I'm
This
gonna
weekend.
kill Brad.
That is elite. You don't want to say that on camera.
Leroy,
Say that.
tell me
Say
it
that.
don't sound like there's good food there. It sounds like a great place to go.
Sound like they might have really, really good hot wings.
Hey, I'm an approved seller on Tick Witties. I've sold. Oh, I just had another sale. I have sales on
Really?
Tick Witties.
I haven't had one single one while we've been live, and I like the stupid show.
I ain't had one a stupid show. I ain't had one all day. So welcome to my world.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Love you, man.
I'm gonna. What am I gonna do this weekend? I'm gonna not list on eBay again. And no, I gotta. I've been trying to prepare for it. I'm doing 4 days of flea markets this weekend.
Vacation.
Oh,
He's doing
yeah.
a 4-day vacation.
This is probably a pretty big weekend, right?
No,
yeah,
but if
yeah.
you're going, what did you say you were going to? You're doing a
No,
Uh,
I'm just doing flea markets.
that's what I
I'm
meant, is you're doing a flea market.
Yeah, I'm doing one in Shelby tomorrow. That's a little one. Then on Saturday I'll be at the barnyard. Sunday I'll be at the barnyard, and then Monday I'll be at Chesney. And then Tuesday I'll be asleep.
So why not Wednesday you come to Pickens?
No, my tour is over after 4. Goodness
He
gracious!
needs a break.
Oh,
He needs a
okay.
break after Monday.
Gotcha.
He doesn't take week-long vacation.
I don't take any vacation. Just because I'm not listing, I work every day, all day.
I know.
No, I'm saying, well, Chris. So, Chris, which channel are you going to film on this weekend? No, let me rephrase that. Which channel are you going to not film on this weekend?
This one and my gaming channel and
How many of those do you actually edit?
what do you mean edit? Like the videos?
Yeah.
The ones I actually do when I do them, I edit them.
You must have no life. You must go on vacation and edit. That's all you must do.
No, I don't do like I got TikTok. TikTok's pretty simple. You know, you really don't have a whole lot to do on TikTok.
You and Kevin Brown, part-time eBayers.
No, I don't do as much as y'all think I do.
We know you don't do anything, Chris.
I'm talking about in the video world. The YouTube stuff is a hobby for me. You know, I like doing this. I like a hobby thing for me. But the rest of it's my business. I do business work. I mean, you act like all I do is make videos and edit videos stuff. That's not what I do all the time.
No, we just
Who
mentioned
you
we
getting-
mentioned in
who you
passing.
That's what I want to know.
You know what I do though is
What you
that-
do?
What I do do.
I
That's
do
it.
do.
That's the
that's
other
a
thing.
do. But what I do is that when I do list stuff, I schedule it out to drop. Like right now, I have $500 worth of items dropping into my eBay store every day from the day till June 8th. Every day. So I have listings dropping every day to June 8th. So that just means I can get up tomorrow. And if I don't want to take pictures or list anything tomorrow, I don't have to because I got $500 worth of items dropped in my store.
Yeah.
Yes, Corey is absolutely correct. For the high quality of friends I make here, you're absolutely correct, Corey. Because I wouldn't know anybody if I didn't do
I
YouTube.
can't hear you.
Okay.
What I do, what? I know. Come on.
If you want, if you
Did you just tell Sharon to calm down?
you need to calm down.
Okay,
She
so
yells
me,
at me for excellence.
I don't have anything going on tomorrow. I'm gonna list all my stuff that I got. I do have something going on. I have a booking at like 6:30 tomorrow night at the Axe Room. But I'm
Hey.
not doing anything Saturday and I'm not doing anything Sunday. Oh yes, I am. Saturday I have a graduation to go to.
Oh, nice.
You're not going bunny hunting? Not hunting rabbits?
I might do that tomorrow, but I ran out of my 10 pellets today and I didn't feel like reloading. So
So
I might
I
go
got
bunny
a
hunting
question.
tomorrow.
What new rat song, Janet, it just got released? Because I'm interested in that also.
Go Google it.
I did,
Look it up.
Google.
I'm
Ask
trying to
ChatGPT, it'll
I'm
probably
trying
tell
to
you.
create a communication
Yeah,
forum with
You
the
can't
chat.
do that. You can't do that at 2 hours and 12 minutes in.
Oh, wow. Holy cow. Golly.
Okay,
All right.
that's all I
Alright.
got going on. Kanye just dropped a banger.
One more. Yeah,
Kanye just dropped a banger.
I haven't heard it, but I know it's something
Hold
about
on.
Nazi.
It's about what?
Something about Nazi or something about
Oh.
Nazis or something. Or
I don't know. P. Diddy ain't dropping any new songs anytime soon, so.
Hey, Brad, are you going to pray us out of here again?
oh, I'm prepared for this. Oh Lord, for the abundance of friends that you have given us, I just pray you watch over them this week, and Lord, let them sell multitudes of just gadgets and widgets, and bless them all. Amen.
I'm in.
Teresa,
What?
say it.
Oh, hasta la vista, baby.